Well, hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. Hope everyone is having uh, a um, wonderful Monday. It's Monday, so we just do the best that we possibly can. All right. Um, as you fill up the chat room, do me one small favor. Please hit that little thumb. That is the like button. So there is a call. Uh, well, I'm going to share this Facebook post with you, but they are calling, particularly ever since the brawl. Now they were asking her. They were trying to remove her, but since the brawl, that call has become a lot stronger. So Dolton is going to meet. However, let me get started with this. Now, we know what's going on right now. Some of the libs are losing their minds, and they're talking about the fact that uh, Trump said he was canceling Black History Month and all this other crap. Anything to keep you distracted, anything to race bait. We know what it's all about. I will do the roll call momentarily. I'm waiting for more people to uh, fill up the room. So, of course, I want you to tell me what your thoughts are. And here we go. Time for the roll call. Do something different. How are you? Lisa's here as well. Um, Baldwin Birds, Isaiah, Butterfly Girl. Several of you are here. And if you'd like for me to call your name during the roll call, all you need to do is say hello or send an emoji, whichever you prefer. But I wanted to share this with you. This is from the first. And all of these things that they're saying Donald Trump said, he did not say, or they have it totally misconstrued or just flat out lying. All right. So this is what she posted. I will continue to be great and always in history books. Just because I did, other women can. And then I hope you can see the arms that represent strength. So what is she referencing? Just because you did, other women can. Newsflash. You've done nothing but caused a catastrophe. And I wanted to play this for you because remember, she said she's the modern day Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. Oh, I can't. So I wanted you to hear this. So she's still talking about how great she is. And I don't think so. So here we go.
American female Mayor of Dolton? Of course, all misunderstood. It's Black History Month. Of course, I'm the first African American female supervisor of Thornton Township. Of course, I am. It's Black History Month. Of course, I'm the youngest female mayor of Dolton. Of course, I am. It's Black History Month. Of course, I have an outdoor skating rink. Of course, I do. It's Black History Month. Of course, I'm gonna give away $1 million to help you pay your mortgage and your rent. Of course, I am. It's Black History Month. Of course, I'm gonna highlight female history makers like Madam C.J. Walker, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and now Tiffany Henyard. It's Black History Month. Of course, I'm gonna provide my residents with mental health resources. Of course, I am. It's Black History Month. Of course, I have a food pantry full of food, and of course, I'm gonna make sure everyone in Thornton Township eats. It's Black History Month. As the first African American female mayor of Dolton, of course, all misunderstood. Woo!
All right, folks, what are your thoughts on that? I'll wait. Hit that like button for me, folks. We have about 70 people in here. Only about 15 people have actually hit the like button. So we're going to talk about a few of these topics as we wait for the board meeting to begin. All right. So what are your thoughts? How you doing, Damien? Yes. How are you doing, love? Where have you been? I've seen you on the Jobu Sports Report. Feel that? Yeah. So how you doing, El Sarmento? Tijuana Border Jumper, how are you, love? All right, Tijuana. I'm trying to get everyone as you fill up the chat room. Do me one small favor, and I promise it won't cost one thin dime. If you will, please hit that little thumb. That's the like button. That tells YouTube that you are most assuredly enjoying this content, and it will hopefully trigger the YouTube algorithm and bring more people into the chat. Tijuana said, just got off work. Yes. All right. So again, the blame game. And I don't know about you. Yes, Isaiah. Isaiah. What the heck? Is she not, well, you've heard me say on here before, reading the room, pink elephant in the room. She's nuts. Yes, Thomas, I'm talking, but I also want to know what your thought process is. Tijuana, I want to know what you think. Thomas is about to throw up. Imuna, this is what having serious mental health issues looks like. Yes, all of us can see what's happening. She has crashed and burned. We know it, only she doesn't know it. And again, let's look at these comments on here. All right. And okay, the flunkies, my favorite mayor, keep being great. Love you, my sister. All right, here's someone. I'm not on any side except the right side. I don't live there, but I have resided in the township some years ago. I never heard a negative word when the guy was there. I guess that's the man who passed away. How you doing, Mario Tatum? Oh, Mario, we're glad you're here, love. We're glad you're responding now that I get to meet you. Thank you. I won't ever agree with anyone who disrespects another human. I believe that any intelligent person can disagree without the profanity and name calling. I agree with that statement. I have never witnessed so many older people with such disrespectful behaviors. Our young people are watching. Where is it? Did I get ahead of myself? Okay. Then some of us are always asking, what's wrong with the young people? Really? I have always said that it's so embarrassing the way people are acting in those meetings. I assure you that when and if the other group takes on this task, that there will still be issues. Most of the people who are disrespectful now will be the same as soon as they don't get their way. As I have always stated, let the court, jury, and judge make the decisions. This has been a circus for too long. Everyone has a right to speak up about issues that directly affect them. But for God's sake, can it be done in a respectful manner? Never speak to anyone in a manner that you don't want them to speak to you in. Anyone who is guilty should definitely get what they deserve. Everyone. God have mercy on this village and all of its residents. And basically, I agree with everything that this person said. This is biblical, folks. How you doing, Brenda, Mario? That ain't got nothing to do with me. How are you, Joel? Joel, yes, but we know the sorry excuse for a governor, Pritzker. He's not going to do anything. How you doing, George Desco? Oh, great, George. We're glad you're here. Everyone who's here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have not already subscribed. We have been discussing these issues, and it's just a shame. How you doing, Kathy? We're glad you're in the room, love. It's a shame, but folks, I have a lot of you in here now, over 100 people in here. Hit the like button for me, please. If you have social media, share this out on your various forms of social media. Please, please, please. Thank you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It starts with leadership. Why does she get to disrespect everyone? Well, now, Dad, I don't know if you've been keeping up. The last meeting, especially, I can drop my the link. The whole meeting, the entire time, they talked over her. I mean, they're fed up. How you doing, Aurelius? Amy, how are you, dear? And so voting has consequences, folks. Don't vote for someone because their skin color is the same as yours. That's why these people are in the situation that they're in now. Find out, like I said, take a few moments. Just about everyone has the internet. Google that person's name and see what policies they are going to bring forth. Voting blue no matter who. This is 2025, folks. We have got to smarten up. Okay? Mario says, I can't say Jed was wrong, but she called herself a B. But if he could have changed the word up, I really think it would have been the same. Yeah, Mario, that's a good point. Now, let me say this, Mario. I myself, I do not use profanity. I don't. However, I don't tell someone else not to use it. I just try to take care of me, and I don't try to tell other people what to do. So I understand what you're saying. Now, would I have called her those words that Jedediah called her? No. But people also have to learn. Yes, George, she is. People have to learn to restrain themselves. And again, now some of you are new here. I tell this to my students all the time, particularly some that have been in fights. Well, she said this about me, or he said that. Who gives a care what someone says? Now I'm a Generation Xer. How you doing, Eric? They set Jed up. Eric, it was a setup from the start. You were here when we watched that video where they were breaking it down. How you doing? And it sure was a setup. And I often tell people, I told a student today, don't let someone get you out of your element. Vipa, how you doing? Like and subscribe. Thank you so much, George. This is what people do. When they know they can upset you. Chandra, how you doing? Chandra, stop voting for party and vote for policies. I am so encouraged. Yes, Eric, Generation X. I'm going to add some hearts to the comment section. I don't give a care what anyone says about me, Eric, until they start paying Rocket Mortgage. I don't care. And this is what, again, I'm always trying to, relay that message to my students. Okay. Who gives a care what someone says? Zully, we don't know. We're gonna so I see the Real Rap Show, he's live. We're all waiting for the meeting to get started, but no one knows if she's going to show up. Now let me tell you what I would do if it were me. I would kindly, step down, turn in my letter of resignation, especially after that brawl. And those of you who are just coming in for Black, she doesn't realize she is a disgrace. I showed a video, a little clip she made on her Facebook page for Black History Month. And she's talking, I mean, she's just up there talking like everything is great. She's done nothing wrong. You know, she came out and said that someone had a knife. That was a lie. And so she's just grasping at straws. But I'm saying, excuse me, don't let labels define. Immuna, do you have anyone that pays your bills? That would be the only person I would be concerned with. Speak your piece. How are you? You can't get mad when a thing is called a thing. The B word is how Tiff describes herself. Speak your piece. She calls herself the B word. You're right. Absolutely right. You're right. You know, and so, and again, I wouldn't call anyone that. But if someone called me that, I don't care. I speak to students all the time after they've been in a fight. And it's because this person said this and this person. Who cares? Yes, Lisa, butterfly girl. Yep, freedom of speech, First Amendment. Last time I checked, yes, we still have freedom of speech. This is a very serious case of mental. Yeah, you cannot tell me she does not have a mental disorder. There is no way. The whole house over here is on fire and she's smiling and oh, everything's great. Villain, Villain's going live now, Mario? Okay. I think I've been on his channel before. If you want to drop the link, you can. So they're getting set up. I don't know if she's going to show up. The proper thing for her to do, especially after that brawl, I want to say, ma'am, you have done nothing but disgraced yourself. You have disgraced the office of mayor. You have disgraced the job of town supervisor. But you're up here like everything is wonderful. And I don't get that. Jed called her. Yes, speak your piece. And he did. Hit the like button for me, folks. Those of you who are just coming in. Let me see if they are. Let me check Dolton's Facebook page. Taught us hear and don't hear. Don't let people take you there. Because they will. The jails are full now of people who can't control themselves. And that's just where we are. It's about self-control. All right. All right. We're going live now. Here we go. Let me get this set up.
Okay. Thank you.
Can everyone hear okay? Love and happiness. They're just getting set up now, love. Chris Help. She will be an hour late. Yes. So I'll be talking to you on and off. And then right now, as you can, let you hear this.
I'm smelling like some of everything right now because I'll start putting stuff on, lotion, hand sanitizer.
So now they're setting up. People are talking. Speak your piece. Tiff and her crew attacked Jed because they know their goose is cooked. Speak your piece. We know what's going on here. She was there with her head dropped down. They want her gone. They want her married boyfriend gone. Look at all the money that they have paid these people, and they've been totally inept. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Thank God Trump is getting rid of it. It's going to go. It's on life support. It's out of here. And of course, Al Sharptongue. Did you see that farce he set up at Costco? Oh, I'm giving people, gave people all those gift cards. He took that big crowd in there. And no one bought anything. All they did was get in the way of Costco's members who were there to purchase things. This is 2025. We don't want to hear about diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're sick of hearing about white supremacy and racism holding us back. If you get out here and work hard in America, you don't have any excuses. I'm sick of it. Zelly, she is so sick that she will not realize the reality of her actions. Zelly, she acts like everything is great. We know it's not. Okay, I have you in full screen, so I hope let me see. But I want to keep up with the comments as well, because the comments are always on fire. If you're enjoying this stream, do me one small favor. Karen Simmons. Okay, Karen. Karen said, I would love to see Jed's apology. The vulgarities were too much for me. Never let your good be evil spoken of. Karen, yeah, and that's what Karen, and I agree. I don't like anything she's done, but I'm like you. I would not have used the language that he used. And now me, how you doing, audio? PS. So all I'm saying is, there's a way to convey your message, but when you have all of the expletives and the vulgar terminology, it just makes you appear to be, to me, unintelligent. So I'm always, and now don't beat me to death in the comment section, but this is what I tell my students. So look at it. I'm looking at it from an educator's viewpoint. Okay. Yeah, you knew something was getting ready to happen. Speak your piece. Yes, exactly. Damon, and that's what it's all about. Let's pray for the people in Dolton and in Thornton. They have gone through a lot. Love and happiness. Tiffany dressed up like Nino Brown and had a DJ play "Be Better Have My Money." Facts. Love and happiness. I can drop my channel links. I've done several videos on her. Yeah, she dressed up like Wesley Snipes in New Jack City. She had the little stuffed animal, the little Rottweiler dog. Yeah. All of these are very unbecoming. You get mad when someone stereotypes you or says something negative about you that's associated with your color, but look at what you're doing. But Butterfly, I did not. I was busy, and when I got off work, I had to come set this stream up, but I'm going to. Peter says sometimes you have to talk to uneducated in a way they understand. Peter has a point too. Okay, Peter. Peter, I will not argue with you. That is surely the language that she and they understands. Let's see what they're saying.
Girl, you are blinging. You are very welcome, Cheryl. Oh, you're former Doltonite of 40 years.
Speak your piece. And I'm just going to continue to address your comments in the comment section until they get started. Jed actually told Tiff exactly what her parents failed to do. Tell her the truth about herself. Woo! Ouch. Shots fired. Chris, they have not said anything about a cancellation, dear. Thank you so much, George. Hit the like and subscribe. Yes, we have over 200 people in the live. Only 70 people have hit the like button. Paula, how are you, love? Paula says she has played the fine citizens of Dolton for the last time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you gone, B. Truth bomb. Amy, how you doing, love? Haven't seen you in a while. Vipa, get the likes up. Yeah, help me out here. That's all I ask is that you hit the like button. If you do that, you've done enough. Okay, now I'm going to start speaking to everyone who's coming in. Amy, I have not seen you in a while, love. And I know everyone's busy. Everyone's working. Imuna said, I hope she doesn't show up. These people, I believe, can't take. Imuna gets it. She's not reading the room. They're fed up with her. And she's, I showed you the post. And she's, smiling and Black history and Black, I am Black. No, oh my God. No, you're not. You're a disgrace is what you are. Oh my God. What are your thoughts, folks? Paula, I'm trying to catch everyone who's coming into the stream now. I like to speak to everyone. Now, again, that's the teacher in me. I want to engage everyone. Okay. And I have the comments over here where you guys can see them because, honey, these comments, as the meeting is going on, these comments usually get pretty lit.
It's got the green all in the queue. Mm-hmm.
All right. They're still setting up here. Thank you so much, George. George said the sound is fine. Amy worked 12-hour shifts, but Amy, thank you so much, love. And hey, we're all just out here trying to make it, trying to survive. Speak your piece. When you drive through Dolton, it looks horrible. Where's the money going? Speak your piece. That's the greatest mystery known to man. Smooth operator, how you doing? Call to roll. Yes, smooth operator, how are you doing? Love, glad you are here. Dorian is here. Oh, yes. Like I said, anyone who didn't have some type of mental or cognitive disability would know. Like I said, if it were me, I would type up my letter of resignation. I would apologize to the people of Thornton, to the people of the village of Dolton, and try to go and collect my thoughts before the FBI comes knocking on my door. She's not thinking about her daughter. And those of you who haven't been here, no, we're not there yet. How you doing, GW? She needs to be getting her house in order. And I told you, you heard it here first. When the feds come knocking, all of these people who are so loyal, her loyalists, she's going to sing like a canary because she's going to try to cover her butt. Peter said she has zero morals, and that's the issue. Peter, the last straw was when she and her boyfriend and her father were out there smoking marijuana as Jedediah and the other activists were out there in front of her parents' home. They're just out there smoking like it's no one's business. And I'm like, where is your dignity? Oh, Chris is here. How you doing, love? They're just setting up. They're getting everything set up, love. Okay. Let's see. Let me let you hear some of it as they set up.
Yeah, right there. And then say the other one for investigate and advocate. You sit here. Either one. Okay. Oh, got it. Look.
All right. So, yes, Tina, they are. And folks, you've heard me. Those of you who may be new to the channel, please check out some of my other videos. On this channel, we don't care what your gender is. We don't care what your skin color is. All we ask, what are your policies? But now I want everyone, like I told you, I want this to be interactive. I want all of you. I have 220 people in the chat right now. Tell me what you think. Okay, Mario, Miss Rollins for mayor, teacher of the year. Thank you, Mario. And so tell me what you think. Do you feel that
I have to start charging my viewers?
Okay. Do you feel that the people of Thornton and the people of Dolton are so sick of her, even her little flunkies, that they're going to get rid of her altogether? Okay. Now, those of you who don't know, there is hope on the horizon. They voted in Stephanie Weiderman, who the super mayor, fired. Stephanie Weiderman, if you don't know, is white. Stephanie Weiderman was not with the shenanigans. Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, surrounded herself by yes men and women. And that's dangerous, folks. So again, hey, I would be like Stephanie Weiderman. No, I'm not doing that. So I would have been fired too. Because most of you, if you're a Generation Xer, you know, just like I know, when things go south, they're going to throw you under the bus. How you doing, Shadow Seeker? Shadow Seeker is back. And I'm not going to do it. Again, I would be too scared. Because again, the feds come after you. All right, they're here talking in the comment section over here. Yeah, the comment section is usually lit. Mario's gonna be there, Jed's gonna be there tonight. Okay. Carlos, how are you, love? We're waiting. Those of you just entering the chat, hit that like button. They are setting up now. Karen, yes, she's a wealth of knowledge. That's why the super mayor had to get rid of her. She knew about the shenanigans. She said, no way, I'm not doing that. She got fired. And well, she was white. And we know, if you listen to some of the things that the super mayor says, we know what that's about. She wanted to surround herself with black people who were going to listen to her, and who she thought all of them would continue to have her back. Like that Carmen Carlisle, the lady, the trustee she's always talking about. She finally got fed up and said, nope. So then the super mayor turned on her. So this is deep, folks. And I've shared the video several times. Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, was always saying, y'all, I'm speaking in her ghetto vernacular because I don't talk like this. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all self. Y'all black, beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. So what's that saying? Let me decipher that for some of you who don't know what she just said in her ghetto vernacular. Black people, when they're in power, I don't care how much wrong they're doing. If white people say something to them, they call them racist. If black people say something to them, they're called sellouts. Someone type in the chat section and tell me I'm wrong. I'll wait. Type it in the chat section and tell me I'm wrong. How you doing, Mordecai? Oh, they're just setting up. They're getting started, love. Someone type it in the chat section. Tell me I'm wrong. Mordecai. Okay, Mordecai, I'm speaking to you now, love. Yeah, they're getting set up now. Love and happiness. Who's the black lady that was her assistant that told on her? Which one? Karen said a black woman. Karen? Yeah, so Tiff had to get rid of Stephanie Wiedemann. She's white. She wasn't down with the crooked shenanigans. And then any black person who wasn't willing to go along with her nonsense and her crooked shenanigans. Imuna, thank you, Damon said, I'm not wrong. Thank you, Damon. It's so mind-blowing that her flunkies refuse to open their eyes to really see what she's all about. Just crazy to me. Imuna, again, when the feds come knocking, she's going to sing like a canary. I'll jump on live and do a video and say, hey, I told you. Let's see what they're saying, folks.
Say 2 seats. Yeah.
Okay, they're still setting up. Yeah, they're still setting up. Hello, Miss. How you doing, Florida? Black woman, more like a Jezebel. Dorian? Yes, Mordecai. I'm well, love. I am. Blue Wolf, how are you doing? Oh, we have a lot of people. If you're enjoying this content, hey, we're glad you're here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let a friend, neighbor, or foe know where they can go when they want to get the latest info on the latest happenings in America as it relates to political commentary. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, they're filling it up now, folks.
Where's Mrs. Lee? There's Kiana, y'all. Okay, right.
Okay, does anyone see anyone familiar yet? I don't see anyone there. There's this lady right here. You see this lady? Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. OMG. She kept us all laughing the last video. How you doing, Tori? All right. As I said, I'm trying to speak to each of you as you enter the chat because interaction is everything. And I like calling people out. Thomas Marlowe, if law enforcement would actually follow the law and the Constitution, most of these corrupt politicians would be in jail. Truth bomb. Yes. Karen says, what's the update on her paying her rent? Why isn't she supporting another Black woman who has bills to pay? Karen, love, listen. I said that. That woman went on the news practically in tears. She was depending on them paying rent so she could pay the mortgage on that home. Thank you, Karen. And Karen says she's always talking about she's a Black woman and we other Black people need to support her. What about the woman who and her husband that spent $6 million trying to open a restaurant and she kept blocking them? They were Black. Oh, that's right. One set of rules for everyone else, one set of rules for me. Gotcha. Tiffany for the youth. Mario, stop making me laugh. Oh my God. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Love and happiness. I love your name. One of my favorite Al Green songs. Lisa said, let's go. Oh God, here we go. Let's see what they're saying.
Oh, there's my friend.
All right, they're coming in.
Hey, girl.
Because the bigger you get, the more you put in it.
Right, so now hold this real quick. I want to take a look. I have to go to a smaller.
Okay, so they're still setting up. Hit the like button, folks. We're almost to 100. We have 221 people in the chat. If I have any other content creators in the house, please feel free to drop your channel link and we can go over and subscribe. Latina, Patriot, you are back, love. How are you? We are so glad you're back. All right. All right, I'm speaking to you now in the chat section. And folks, I have people to come through sometimes. Why do you call people's names? Why do you talk to people? Let me tell you something. That is the educator in me. I've done it for years. I can't help myself. And you type in the comment section and let me know. Mordecai said, who's on the card for the fight tonight? Mordecai, you behave. Oh my God. So Ruby, how you doing, love? You tell me. If you want me to stop calling your names out, doing the roll call, acknowledging you, I will. Desmond Daly, round 2 rematch. Yes, how are you, Desmond? I've had people come in. Why do you have to call people's names out? And let me tell you, folks, when I'm in a live chat and I'm talking, the host doesn't even acknowledge anyone. I don't stay in that live chat very long. It's a two-way to me. Teeny, how are you? Teeny's waiting for the next fall. Oh my God, they're coming in. Hit the like button, folks. Oh my God, they're still, those of you just coming in, I'm speaking to you now in the chat section. They're still setting up. Latina, Patriot, we are doing wonderful, love. Hope that you are as well. Beverly Polk, hello, said hello, party people. Beverly, everyone's waiting on round 2. Thank you, GW. Engagement is the key. Thank you. I have some people. Why do you have to call people's? Because I want to acknowledge people. Newsflash. There are thousands. Clerk Key is in the building. Okay, Clerk Key. Uh-oh. Clerk Key is in the building. All right. Uh-oh, they're coming in.
Oh, look at the wedge. Look at the wedge here. Y'all know. Wait. Eric, you want to sit right here? Here.
Thank you, Karen. Karen, thank you so much. Desmond said, will Tiffany's wig stay on? I don't know. She may have put the Gorilla Glue on it this time. Woo! How you doing, Renee? Oh, boy. All right. They're coming in now. I feel like with you mentioning someone's name, you're letting them know you're paying it. Thank you, Mordecai. Thank you so much. Some people come in here, and I guess they're just irritated with life. And, George, I love you too. And what I'm saying, folks, is that there are thousands of content creators on YouTube. And the fact that you come here and spend your very valuable time with me is not taken lightly. I love you, and I'm going to continue to acknowledge you. Lisa, oh no, Desmond and neither will be mismatched press-ons. Oh, let's see what they're saying.
In the world. Somebody said your friend looking kind of nice. She's the deputy Montgomery deputy.
So they're still talking. Where are we here? Mordecai, Karen, I'm the same. I stay for a bit and I don't get nothing. I'm gone. Right, Karen gets it. I have to talk to everyone. Everyone is important on the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Everyone. And now, as you see, I'm taking the time right now. That's why I'm here. I like to speak to everyone. And, you know, now a lot of people came in at one time, but I like to speak to everyone personally. I like to add a personal touch because you don't have to be here with all the other thousands of content creators. And hey, I don't know what kind of day you had. Peter says, I'm sending you a $10.99 for my time. Peter! Peter! Don't do it, Peter. I love you. Please don't. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Peter, please don't. Thank you, Tina. Rachel, how you doing, love? Standing with the village of Dolton and Thornton from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the cheese state. Yes, engaging with us makes it more personal, which most people love, including me. Rachel, thank you so much. I can't tell you how many negative Nancy's come through here. Why are you calling people's names out? Why do you have to do the shout outs? Because you don't have to be here. And I know how I am. When I go to a chat and they're not talking to the people in the chat, there's Stephanie Wiedemann. Let's see what she said.
Man, I'll never call you Stephanie Wiedemann again. It's Trusty Wiedemann.
How are you?
I like to give you, hey, lady.
How are you?
What is, what's the college? Yeah, No, Shelby. Well, both, actually.
Linus, I think is on our way. She had a night show.
Okay. Oh, okay. There's a little kid here, a young man, involving himself in the process. Yep. You know, this is really, it's funny because this would have been boring as a kid back in.
Mike said, let's get ready to rumble. Woo! Robbie, Eastern Kentucky is in the house. Robbie, how are you? If I missed you, I'm trying to get everyone as they enter, but there are a lot of people joining. If I miss sending you some waving hands and hearts, type your name real quickly, and I will definitely do that. I'm speaking to everyone. Shout out your state in the comments. Thank you, Ruby. Everyone type what state they're from. And I have a lot of new people in here, so let me type the state that I live in now. Yeah, type the state. Nailbug, how are you? Listen at the gym. Thank you so much, Nailbug. Yeah, they're getting set up. Zully, New York. All right. Nailbug, I'm down here at Fort Bragg. Oh, Indiana, Georgia. Ruby, that was a good idea. Bowenburg, Nevada. Kathy, oh my God, you're in California. Love, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Kathy, do we need to do a GoFundMe to get you out of that horrible place? What's left of it? George Desco, thank you so much for the super chat. I am flooding the comment section with hearts, and they are all for you, George. Those are for you, dear. Kathy Revels. Oh my God. Let's all send a prayer up for Kathy. Oh my God. Okay, Atlanta. Grizzly Martin, Ohio. Wow. We had some people here from New Zealand and oh my God, Australia, matey. Madison, yes. Now I saw some of you. Some of you typed New York. I've lived in New York. Some of you typed Pennsylvania. Traveling mom, that's right. Traveling mom, you're only about an hour or less away from me. We're very close. Yes. Um, Affectionate Earth. All right. Karen said, filthy Philadelphia. Mia, how are you doing, love? Oh my God. Hit the like button for us, folks. Georgia. Karen, you're in Missouri. You know they're offering $1,000. So if you know any things are, you turn them in. Hey, you get paid. They have an 800 number too. All right, Brendan. Okay, Brendan's back from Australia, matey. How you doing, Brendan? I've never been to Australia. That's the one country I'd love to go to. George, yes, we have grown folks in here. We come, we have a good time, and I enjoy it. Chris, Cleveland. So this meeting tonight is Mordecai. I don't know because I was watching earlier, and they're like they want her gone. So I don't even know if she's going to have the decency to show up. They said that Jedediah Brown was going to be there, so we'll see. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, after the last brawl. Now I could be wrong. I don't think they're going to get into any shenanigans like that because there's a lot of pushback because no one was arrested. So I don't know. If there are 182 of us here in this chat. If we go out here and get into a fight in public, guess what's going to happen? They're going to put those handcuffs on our arms and take us away. So I don't know. So to have all that happen and no one go to jail, that's crazy. Now, tell me if you want me to continue to live stream from Facebook, or if you want me to live stream from YouTube. Type it in the comment section. I mean, I started on Facebook because I love to read these comments, but I can also just start live streaming from YouTube. Type it in the comment section. It's whatever you want. YouTube. Okay, I have one YouTube. Let me get some more votes here. I have one YouTube. Okay, YouTube it is. All right. Let me stop sharing. All right, let me show this.
Maybe in front of me.
It's so freaking way. We're going back to the studio. We're going to be on today.
Peter, Lisa said, much lighter mood in the room. Lisa, I think the people are realizing that the end is near. And particularly after the brawl, I think, yeah, they know she just put, I mean, pretty much the final nail in her coffin. So, yeah.
Oh shit!
I got a terrible spot today.
Man, why did they turn the lights off?
I don't know.
So what are your thoughts, folks? James, there's still no FBI arrest, but needless to say, they are definitely on the case. Then they're just letting her, giving her enough rope. She's destroying herself. So they really don't have to do that much. Butterfly Girl, how do you think she's going to act to see Keith Freeman in the room? Well, yeah. 50-50 on her showing up. Okay, Peter's taking bets. Peter's taking all the bets. All right. Let's see where we are. Let me turn it. Mayor, yes, she's done. She's done. Mayor, you're just coming in. The proper thing, anyone with any lick of decency left in their bones, I would submit a letter of resignation and apologize to the village of Dolton, to the township of Thornton, and go and try to piece my life back together. James, no one knows. It's the greatest mystery known to man. Desmond, $20 at Tiff don't even show up. Okay, so Desmond's bet is $20. Anybody want to? Desmond says 20. I'll put 20 up. Everyone says she's done. She done. Is it Butterfly Girl? What you trying to tell me, love? Blue Wolf. JB said he may apologize tonight. Okay, that's a step in the right direction. These people deserve better than this, folks. And remember, Ronald, how are you? Mayor, she's going to have to pay a price. Go out with some decency. That's what I'm saying, Mayor. I would be so embarrassed and disgraced at my own personal behavior with everything that's taken place. Rich said, where is Holmes? Andrew Holmes. Rich, he needs to be at his attorney's office because someone else has come out and accused him of SA. And as we talked about when we did that video, that wasn't his first rodeo. And so usually when one person is brave enough, so that Phinia Dukes, thank God, we need to pray for her. By her coming out and telling what he did to her, boom, now someone else. So, it's like a Pandora's box. When you open it, you can't close it back. Rich, yeah. No consequences means no crime. Okay, James. So tell me what your thoughts are. I don't think she's going to. But narcissists who don't think that they do anything wrong, who knows? She may. But I think with the way she was so disrespected at that last meeting, and everyone talked over her, and she just sat there, dropped her head. I think mentally she's done. She knows it's over. Even though she's trying to put up a happy face, she can't think that she still has a chance. Hit that like button for us, folks. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes. And like I said, folks, that the sad part is she has a child. And if she look at everything the super mayor has done that we can see, what is she doing behind closed doors? And do you think that and let me say this. Now, I don't have any children, but let me see. Florida, Ruby, where are the women in the chat that have children? Or men who may have custody of their children? How you doing, Richard? Richard, we're taking bets on that now. If I or Florida or Lisa or anyone else had our custody of our child, and we were involved in these shenanigans, particularly it culminated, of course, in the brawl. Just tell me what you think Child Protective Services would have done. Tina, you have children. Peter, you have grandkids. If you have custody of those kids and you had been involved in a brawl, don't you think Child Protective Services would have been contacting you? Okay, they're just about ready, folks. Amuna, yes, that's my point. Yes. Amuna, oh my God, I'm going to have to pin that comment because, again, the children, they can't help the situation they're in. Amuna said, so sad to say, I bet that little girl has witnessed some things no child should see. Yes, Amuna, that's my point. Latina Patriot, she needs to be charged with that and using the village of Dolton's money irresponsibly. Yes. All right, let's see if they're talking yet. All right, they're still setting up. Tina, my kids are grown, but I have 11 grandkids. Okay, baby. Okay. Yeah, with all of her behavior and the breaking in cars. If you did that, Florida or Tina, wouldn't Child Protective Services, wouldn't they take your children from you? You're committing crimes? Thank you, Tina. I thought so. I thought I would ask. I don't have any children, but I know how things work. Richard said probably more than Will Smith's. Oh, Richard. I mean, Rich. Woo. Yeah, because look at when you see people do the things like she does in public, it's usually 100 times worse in private. I'm just saying. Grizzly Martin, 17 grandkids, 7 great-grand. Wow, Grizzly. So you stay pretty busy, don't you? Oh, wow. Ruby, Tiff will have so many charges, they will run out of numbers. Ruby, I think they're about ready to start talking.
I don't know.
Good evening, how's everybody? Consistent with the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance, we will allow some time. We will allow an additional 5 minutes for Mayor Henyard to see if she will arrive, and if not, we'll get the meeting started at that time. Thank you.
Did everyone hear what he said? They're waiting to see if Tiffany Henyard's going to arrive. So again, she's late. Oh my God.
Remind me to get your thing.
That lady standing up right now. That lady is hilarious. She had us laughing the whole last board meeting. Oh my, that lady is hilarious. And Amuna, you're right. She's going to continue to be very disrespectful until the end. She feels at this point she has nothing to lose. She proved that when she threw herself into that brawl. So it's like she knows this. She's got to know it's over now. If she didn't before the brawl, she should definitely know now. Everyone looking for her. Ruby, she's done that the whole entire time. Like she's queen of the Nile. You know, she like people's time is not important.
chat.
Like I said, she was so disgraced at that last meeting. If she shows up tonight, it will shock me. How you doing, Donovan? Again, she had never seen them they talked over her and disrespected her the whole time, which she deserved because she's done that to them the whole time. But I'm just saying, I don't think her ego can get over all of that. Because I know she's just like, what? Everyone's turned on me. I don't think her fragile ego could deal with that. And remember, she's a narcissist.
Okay, good evening. How's everybody? Okay, we are going to call this meeting to order. We have waited, I'll say, it's 6:42, so we've waited 12 minutes. Should the mayor arrive, she will take her appropriate space as the chair for this meeting. In the interim, we will use the mayor pro tem ordinance to get this meeting called to order and be mindful and respectful of everybody's time. With that, I'll ask Clerk Key if we can establish a roll call and call the meeting to order.
I don't need to pull it up a little closer. Okay, is that better? Okay, great. Trustee Tammy Brown? Present. Trustee House?
Present.
Trustee Norwood? Trustee Stan Brown?
Present.
Trustee Holmes is absent. Trustee Belcher? Here. And Mayor Henyard is absent at this time. Have a quorum.
Thank you very much. I'll ask everybody to stand so we can do the Pledge of Allegiance. You don't mind remain standing. I'll ask Trustee Stan Brown, you have a prayer in you this evening?
Yes, sir. Thank you. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. I say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. In God we will trust. Surely He shall deliver us from the snares of the fowlers and from the noisome pestilence. I say to your brothers and sisters, let's wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and He will strengthen our hearts. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Trustee Brown, for that great, amazing prayer. Next thing we have up is public comments. So I'll ask anybody who has comments for this body, please come to the podium. We have 3 minutes, and we will acknowledge the 3-minute mark when it arrives. Comments going once?
I am going to keep it short. I just want to thank the trustees again for this amazing meeting. I just want to put out there to everybody in the world that what happened was a Thornton Township issue and not a Dolton issue. And a lot of people are blaming Dolton and calling us, all type of names because of what happened. And y'all have to understand that even though Henyard leads both government offices, that was her employees at Thornton Township not the employees that represents Dolton, Illinois. So I just wanted to say that, just put that out there for everybody to understand that we are still moving forward. We're still Clean House 2025. We see that she didn't show up. We see that Andrew Holmes didn't show up. We thank Keith Freeman for showing up today and just doing right by the people. So for that one, I do give him a congratulations and thank you. And just want to say everybody look good. It's amazing. Make sure y'all get out there and vote. Voting day is February 25th. Early voting start February the 10th through February 24th. Just make sure y'all do what y'all need to do to make sure we vote her out of that seat permanently. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Brown. Also known as our favorite survivor.
First of all, greetings to everyone in the room. And again, we really have to thank the Park District because you have really been big for us. I don't know, we've been beating in the corner for you all. Liberation Day, I'm calling it Liberation Week, or actually 2 weeks. February the 10th, February the 25th, Liberation Day number 1. Liberation Day number 2, Thornton Township, April 1st. Let's get this done. We're almost there. If we can just stay focused, stay together, and have each other's backs, we can do this, and we can do this in a way that the whole world will know that evil will not triumph. I don't give a damn how many goons they have. I don't care how many lies are told, how many records have been hidden from the people and the trustees. And given all the hell that they took early on of being accused of blocking progress and so forth, the light has been shining on the roaches, and the roaches have scattered. They have scattered. I don't see many of them here today. But that's just the way it is. You know, I don't like calling people out of their names because we see that can, backfire every now and then. But it's just, Fat Albert and the Cosby kids, they got to go. We've had enough of that. So I just want to, spread love, spread encouragement. Let's all stand together and get this job done.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Nice to see everyone. I just wanted to get up here briefly and just say thank you, everyone, for coming out. One thing that has just really grown in this movement is just the involvement of people in the political process, and that is so beautiful to me. I was one that, once upon a time, I was on the outside and just didn't really care to be involved in politics or what was going on. So, it's really nice to see people getting involved. We ask that you stay involved, even after the election, remain involved, come to tea with the trustees. I think there's one this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. It's always nice, it's pretty interactive. You can ask questions, you get your questions answered, and just socialize, with people in the community that have same interests. So again, I just want to remind everybody, get involved, stay involved. People that are watching at home, please come out and vote. Early vote, like Danley said, starts February 10th. But it's just important that you're involved in the process, and not just for the antics, but because it matters. So just wanted to say that and to thank everyone for coming. Thank you, Board of Trustees. Thank you, Clerk. Thank you, Deputy Clerk. And everyone have a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. You have to excuse my voice, I just got it back. Well, my name is Stacy James, and I'm a resident of the village of Calumet Park. And there are similar things that's going on over there, like over here. But at first, people were afraid to come forward.
Yep.
That's the people who work within the village, the residents, because it's like whenever you voice your opinion or your dislikes for something that's going on, then you're retaliated against. So my issue began in 2020 during COVID. And it was unbelievable to me how I was disrespected with my property. And I was told that if I needed to know anything about what they were doing with me, that it was for them to know and for me to find out. So at that particular time, I decided, well, I need to go and find out something about this municipal law. So I started studying municipal law at the Bridgeview Law Library. And what I discovered was that we were a hot mess. So I've decided to run for mayor this upcoming election because we are the people, and especially in villages, small towns, we are the ones that are the initial players for oversight. No one's going to come in and look for things just because we're saying we have problems. We have to hold our leaders accountable. And I expect when I get in to be held accountable. We have FOIA. We also have the court system if it has to go to that. But people have to stop being afraid. You have to consider your neighbor as yourself. And if something is going on with them, you can't just sit back and say that's their problem, because it's all of our problem. So what happens is when you don't have skin in the game, it's easy for you to sit back and do nothing. But as soon as something happens to you, you want somebody to speak up for you. So I'm here to tell you all to continue to stick together. And even though I'm from Calumet Park, we are all in these south suburbs, and we need to have a coalition so we can hold our leaders accountable so it won't go as far as it has gone. I thank you for your time. Yes, thank you.
Sounds a lot more professional. Yes, you're right. Lisa.
I'm Sherry number 2. So everybody knows. I know there's another Sherry here that's very popular. Good evening. This is for the people out there tonight. Some months ago, my brother texted me from Arizona, my brother Danny, and said, "What's going on, Dolton? We're seeing news reports. Please go and give them support." You see, when you love something so much, you will fight for it. Being the family historian in my family, Dolton shows up so much. My father's side all the way up. One from Germany, one from Holland, came here to stay. I was blessed to live here with grandparents and 2 sets of great-grandparents and lots of extended family. I reconnected with old friends from 50 years ago, made new friends with people that were here when I was here, that I never knew, and I made many new friends out here. You see, we're all connected to this invisible thread that the village of Dolton has connected the past to the present. When I come through here a couple times a week, I see Dolton from different eyes. I'm sorry I came late to this. I really am. I'm here every time to show love, support, and the common goal that we all want Dolton to rise again with the proper and caring people in charge. Someone reminded me that Dolton is a living, breathing entity, which means it is something that is constantly changing and requires close attention. And that's what Clean House will do. This is not the trustees' fight alone. This is not the residents' fight alone. This is our fight.
That's right.
So, you know, I cannot vote here. I wish I could. But on the night before, I'm going to go on Facebook to a private group of Doltonites that we share memories of growing up here. I'm co-moderator of. I'm going to ask for prayers, thoughts, and love and support for every one of you for the next day of voting. When I went to Jason's campaign party, his kickoff, I said, "Give my childhood town back." I'm changing it. Get our town back. So please tell everyone to vote. Jason, now, when you win, I want to call, I want to text, I want a bat signal, anything. I want to be there. And when you get sworn in on that crazy aunt you never had, and I'm going to be there cheering you on. It's our fight. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening. My name is Minister Deborah White, and I have been a resident of Dolton for 40 years. I have never seen such deplorable actions in our community. So my question to every resident, are you ready to take our community back? Yes. Because if you're ready to take our community back, It takes getting out and voting. It takes taking your neighbors if they can't get out. It takes taking them to the polls or give them an absentee ballot if possible for them to fill out to vote. But it takes getting out here and doing the work just as they have been doing for us for the past 3 years. Letting us know everything is going on, bringing Lori Lightfoot into Dolton to shed some light on everything that has been transpiring behind closed doors. So if you are really, really serious about taking your community back, I want you to stand up and give these individuals your support.
Good evening. I wanted to come on here after having so many messages, and specifically speak to the elders and to parents with children that are involved in these meetings. I want to acknowledge my words, which was my choice, and I stand by them, but I will replace the B word with roaches moving forward. But I want to apologize to every elder and every parent who that pricked in a negative way. It does not reflect the totality of my character. But what I do want to say and remind you all is that while people are speaking about a soundbite, I want to remind you all that there are a litany of things that you all have spoke about for years. People seem to only pay attention to drama. That's why people call me. I'll bring the drama. But today in Black History Month, I really hope, while these cameras are focused on me, that they will remember Valerie Stubbs being targeted with city services, that they will remember Alicia Nicole being doxxed and incorrectly claimed to not be a resident. I want them to be reminded of Sherry, who lost her job and had other injustices with nobody hearing her voice. Mary Avant, who has been a prominent member who gave her compliments, but then was betrayed by someone doing things like hiding records and taking funds. I want to remind them of the trustees who experienced years of abuse while trying to do the job elected to do. People like Thelma Price, who wanted her to win, but now declares she's going to jail. I want to remind you of people like Beth, someone of a different nationality, who at first wouldn't shake my hand, but I just got a hug and a kiss on the cheek, because she still consistently would be with me as a partner. And I want to thank, if I did this, I'll be up here all day, because there are tens of thousands of Black, brown, and other races that have been in this fight, like Renee and so many others, that are not given that national spotlight. So I wanted to put it on you right now, because you all are the ones who really made this happen. All the letters you wrote, all the meetings you showed up at, every time you asked for help, you didn't get it. My advocacy is not to be seen. My advocacy is to echo you. And when I left, thank you all for calling me back. And now as we continue to fight, I say in advance, while I'm praising God already for it, that Clean House 2025 will take this city back and get y'all right back on track. It has already been determined what's happening at Dolton Township. I'm glad that she's not here. She doesn't deserve to sit up there any longer. But I do want to remind you all of this. Desperate people do desperate things. I don't know where to turn, because this is not a problem of Dolton. This is a problem of the Southland. And I just want to encourage people in communities all across America to pay attention, to ask the question, 3-minute mark. And when you feel like you are not heard, when diplomacy and tact not working, give me a call. I'll show up.
Now that was the right thing to do. I like that.
Okay, one final. Ms. Pat likes making an entrance. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody, and And I'm glad that we have people that's backing us up. But we got to put in. We don't need them talking about us. We need them to help us. The governor needs to step in. We're gonna need funds. Even though they're gonna win, we ain't worried about that. But he's so worried about the immigrants, but they take care of themselves. So if he's listening and anybody's close to him, he needs to come out here and help us. We put him in for us also. So a lot of people are trying to say, well, where is he at? We need to start writing letters. We're gonna need a lot of help. And these people here are the best people that can help us, but they gonna need some more help also. Yeah. So I'm just letting everybody, we got to start calling the governor and all these politicians that's talking about us and saying this and that. They need to help us. We need to stop fighting each other. And that's the bottom line. So I know everything 2025 is gonna be okay. We just need some funds, right? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. So we're gonna close public comment and then I'll open it up for general announcements if any board members have any announcements at this time.
Yes.
Go ahead, Trustee
Mayor
Tam.
Pro Tem. Good evening, everyone. I just want to remind you that this coming Saturday will be Tea with the Trustees in the same exact room at 9:30. I always say the same thing every month. What we see tonight is the same crowd we used to see on Saturdays. Saturday is all about you to tell us what you want to see us do, and to see happen. You don't get that on our meetings that we normally do. You get up, you say what you want to say, I need this, this, and that, and you don't get a response. Come out Saturday, and you will get a response. It's going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome menu Saturday. Don't just come out for the food, but come out for the information that we have to give. It's also Black History, so I want to do some things for Black History as well. So definitely make sure you come out Saturday, the 8th of February, 9:30 a.m. Also, the expungement summit had to be moved back. So it's not going to be February the 22nd due to an unexpected death that one of the attorneys had in his family. He lost his father. So we definitely will be praying for him. We're looking at a tentative date of March the 8th for the expungement. So please spread the word. Soon we should have flyers out, and it definitely will be posted on our pages. Also the Dolton politics and all that. So it will be posted. I will have flyers. If it's not you, if you know someone that needs their record expunged or sealed, March the 8th is the tentative date that we're looking at. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any additional comments?
Yeah, I'll be recognized.
Absolutely, Trustee Belcher.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I would like to say thank you all for coming out tonight. Over the last week and a half, of course, we received tons of calls. And what you see on TV does not reflect us. And as we have fought this fight for the last 3.5 years, we see the end.
Nope.
Please stay focused on the mission. The mission is for us to remain together. The mission is for us to understand what's going on in our town. And the mission is for us to move forward. I say that because a lot of times, as someone just said, we get caught up in the drama and forget what we're focused on. Our focus is to change the narrative of Dolton. And I would like everybody that knows everybody that that's what we are here for. We are sitting trustees. We would want to continue to do that. On another note, I was not here for Lori Lightfoot report, but I watched it on TV because I wasn't feeling well. And I am putting in a formal request because I seen that we purchased ice skates. I would like to know the inventory of them, so when our mayor comes back,
make sure that we get the inventory for those ice skates, because I'm sure our community needs them, and those electric bikes that was paid for, because they belong to the village of Dolton. I say that to kind of bring some cheer, but also because it was very sad to see the numbers that popped up on that screen of our tax dollars being spent inappropriately. And whatever we purchase, it belongs to the village of Dolton. So if we don't receive it, we'll be making sure that we do anything necessary to get it back. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Belcher. Any additional reports at this time?
Yeah,
Trustee Norwood.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm so happy to see you all. Tonight is just an exciting night. I'd like to thank everyone. Thank our residents. Residents, we have done it again. Our 4th annual family skate night. It was everything, right? We needed a little fun, and sometimes we have to remember to just relax and let our hair down. So I thank you all for joining me and helping me make that an amazing night, because I had a ball. And you all know what I say, a family that skates together stays together, okay? I'd like to thank the sponsors, right? The people who assisted with making that night possible for the children. We have President Richard Hogan and Carrie Masucci with Private Hogan Investigative Services. The Insurance Exchange, one of my favorite insurance companies located in South Holland, Illinois, and Tristan Sumter who works on property tax appeal and residential and commercial properties. So guys, there's an old adage that says, if you like to go fast, go alone. If you like to go far, go with a team. So I'm just thankful for my team tonight, for seeing this mission through, right? As they stated, we're almost at the finish line, and together we can do it. So we are Dolton strong, and let's do this, guys.
Thank you, Trustee Norwood. Trustee Stan?
Yeah, I'd like to set the bases on. I want to thank, I see some of the faces that actually came out to Abundant Living Christian Center, to the prayer for Dolton this past week. Thank you each and every one that did come out. This Sunday at 11 o'clock, Apostle William H. Fleshman will be doing an anniversary. Jackie, was it 16 years? Pastor Fleshman will be serving anniversary for 16 years of being at Abundant Living Christian Center Church. Each and every one is invited to come out at 11 o'clock this Sunday, because Pastor Fleshman has always been here for the community. The doors has been open to each and every one that want to come and do whatever you want to do, to talk about any issues, to bring any type of love or peace together. William Fleshman has definitely been there for the community. So if you, I know everyone belongs to their own church, but if you come by 11 o'clock, we'll be there for a while. And I know it's Super Bowl. I know you won't be there, Cleo. So I know it is Super Bowl Sunday. But if you can, come by and give a little hello to Pastor Fleshman. But like I say, his doors has always been open to anyone that want to come in and do anything you want to do. Thank you.
Going once?
You got my back here.
Okay. Absolutely.
I'm glad you did say that about the prayer. Wednesday, we did have prayer at Abundant Living Christian Center, and we had Dolton ministers and reverends that came out. So I'm grateful that we've started back our prayer for Dolton. It was an awesome time, and just for the fact that we can get churches that's in the community to participate was a really good thing. So thank you. I'm sorry I forgot about that. I was waiting for him to say hashtag Clean House 2025, but he didn't say it. But thank y'all.
Okay, and I have two special thank yous I want to give out. First being Dolton Park District. So I want to make sure I individually acknowledge, I don't see Commissioner Kyle Rochelle present, but we want to acknowledge him, Commissioner Gail Towers, and I do see present Commissioner Sandra Wells, so please wave. For everybody, give them a round of applause. They've been the great power here. I see Commissioner Willis Harris and our President Cleo Jones spearheading the effort. can't emphasize enough how partnership and working together has allowed us to make some strides and make some movement in what we're doing. So your support and cooperation has greatly been appreciated, of course, by the Board of Trustees, but also by the residents of our great community. So thank you very much for all that you've been doing. Second, thank you. I want to give acknowledgement and ongoing continuation to all the employees for the Village of Dolton. There's, of course, we talked some. We have the village administrator, Keith Freeman. There's our human resources director, James Johnson. We have trustee in Dolton Township, employee in the village here, Carmen Carlisle, as well as that was mentioned in the Lori Lightfoot report. We have the Conspiracy Group. We have the hardworking men in the Public Works Department, the Fire Department, the Police Department, who have all had to struggle through 4 years of a very difficult administration. So I do want to ask everybody to give a round of applause to all the employees for this work. I think we see the fight. For many individuals, they've all been faced with a difficult challenge. When you're faced with a mayor's office that's telling you to do things that may challenge your moral compass, and to, in some cases, change course, I think we sometimes overlook how difficult that can be. And for those staff that have given the trustees an opportunity to show that we have a different direction in a different way, we want to say thank you. We do appreciate it, and we want to continue to earn and work together. This transition has not been easy. It is not easy, and it won't be easy. But I will say that right now we've been working to stabilize services. They've been working with understaffed, undersupplied. Is that a word? If it's not, hopefully we can put in adult needs today. But they've worked in some tough conditions, and I wish I could say that tomorrow we're going to snap our fingers and it's going to be over, but it's not. I will say that we'll continue to work together. We'll continue to move the needle forward so that as we are, God willing, able to transition into a new administration, we will see things light years ahead of where we've been. Similarly, just to be a part of observing the community come together and hug on each other through these difficult times, fight together and love together. So it's definitely been an experience, and it's one that we want to make sure, as Trustee Belcher mentioned, that we continue to move the needle. This fight is not over. It has just gotten started, and we are here for it. We are inspired, and we want to make sure that we continue working together. Lastly, I paid them well for that. Lastly, there was a plea, and we will be asking so any legislators that may be paying attention. As the trustees are working, we are working hard to get our audits caught up. We are working hard to make sure we have budgets that are responsible. And the trustees are saying, we don't have a problem managing money. We just need more money to manage.
That's right. That's right.
So that being said, we will close general announcements, and I will transition to village clerk's report.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to ask the Board of Trustees to approve the minutes for January the 6th, 2025, regular board meeting.
Is there a motion to approve the meeting minutes for January 6th, 2025?
I make a motion.
There a motion by Trustee Belcher, second by Trustee Norwood. Any discussion? No discussion. Clerk, please call roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Motion passed. Item B, is a communication. I was going to talk about the upcoming election, and I'm so glad to hear that all of you guys are so up to date on these dates. I'm going to say it anyway, but I wanted to remind everybody of the upcoming election for 2025. The early voting for consolidated primary election is February the 10th through the 24th. And that will be held at Calumet City Library at 600 Manistee in Calumet City, Illinois. The election day is on February the 25th, and wherever you normally vote, you will go to that location in your precinct. And if you you do absentee ballots, you probably have received them in the mail. So please complete those, don't hold on to them, complete them, send them back in as soon as possible. Because the sooner you get them in, the quicker the vote get counted. Again, April 1st is our consolidated general election. And early voting for that is March 17th through the 31st. And again, that will be held at Calumet City Library in Calumet City. That concludes my report, and I hope everyone come out tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. If you normally vote at Berger Vandenberg School, that school is under construction. So they will now vote at Diekman School, which is on 151st and Diekman Court. So just to let you know, right, because I voted there. It's on Dorchester. Again, the parking is limited, so if you can early vote, that'd be great because they put 4 precincts in a little small school auditorium. So it's going to be really tight. So if you come, it'd be probably better to come out and early vote. If you have to vote on election day, just be prepared to have to look for parking. That's pretty tight over there. I see a question out there. They don't ask, but this is important.
Yeah.
Sure.
Will you be putting out flyers about this?
I'd be more than happy to give copies of those. If anyone need a copy of this, I can make sure we get you copies. Okay. Just, and yeah, the county clerk also does a mailer, so you should get something in the mail. But if you would like a copy, you can go to my office tomorrow, the clerk's office, and we'll be more than happy to give you a copy.
I will say we have a new Cook County clerk, Monica Gordon, who will do an amazing job. So be on the lookout for any information. Okay, we can. Does that conclude your communications?
That concludes my report. Thank you.
Okay, the next thing we have, there's village administrator. We have no report for that this evening. There was an engineer's report that was emailed over to the board for review. So I asked that we take note of anything in that report. Department head reports. I was not informed that there will be any department head reports. I'll briefly pause to see if any departments have. I see our fire chief has a report. Let's give him a round of applause. I appreciated being a new day because we love to make sure everybody has the opportunity to get these reports. Thank you very much, Chief Governor.
Thank you, everyone. Trustees, Mayor Pro Tem, and everyone here. I just have a quick report on what we've done at the fire department. I am John Calhoun. I am the interim fire chief for now. And my report goes as follows. We've had 578 calls this year so far. And in those calls, we've had fire responses, motor vehicle accidents, as well as emergency medical services. But I wanted to point out this one on Thursday, January 30th, we had a structure fire or home fire at 14500 or on the 4500 block of South Dobson. The fire was in the basement. Crews quickly put the fire out. No one was injured, but the reason why I wanted to point that out is to segue into the program that we did start at the fire department, and that is our smoke detector installation program. Please, we need smoke detectors in your home. Make sure you contact the fire department at 708-201-3259 and schedule your appointment. We will come out. We've partnered with the American Red Cross. We will come out and we will install a smoke detector. We have to do it that way. We can't just give it to you, but we do have to install smoke detectors in your home. We're starting with 2 per home, and we just want you to be safe, and I want to make sure everyone is, well taken care of. All right? Thank you. That's it.
Any additional reports at this time? Don't shake your head so hard, John. I see you. I'll tease. Okay, that'll conclude department reports. Next we have on the agenda is the corporate bills. Let me go through the pack. I have that. Okay, I'm going to read the accounts payable list first because that's the one that popped up first here for me. So I will ask, or I'm going to make a motion that we approve the payment accounts payable warrant list dated February 3rd, 2025, with corporate payments of $1,247,790.89. Payroll for January 2nd, $447,362.55. Payroll January 24th, $445,301.21. Melanie Fitness Center register payments of $1,244.32. Total payments on this register, $2,141,698.97. Is there a motion to approve the bills as read? Do I hear a motion? Trustee Norwood, is there a second? Second. Okay, hear a motion and a second. Any discussion on the bills? No discussion. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Present.
Present.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we have the electronic payments lists for December 31st, 2024, with corporate payments of $9,156.30. Water fund payments, $304,262.08. Total payments on this register, $313,418.38. Is there a motion to pay the electronic list as read?
I make a motion.
Here, a motion, Trustee Belcher. Is there a second?
Second.
Here, proper motion, a second. Any discussion? No discussion. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Motion passed.
Thank you very much. We're going to move on to item number 11, which is discussion and a possible improvement of the settlement offer presented 300 West Sibley versus the Village of Dolton. This item was discussed in executive session on in our January board meeting. A little bit more teeth was put into the document. So I will make a motion for approving the settlement offer, and I'll ask, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, hearing a motion and second, any discussion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask Clerk Key for a roll call, please.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Motion passed.
Thank you. Next up, we have item for 12A, discussion of Players Park Commercial Land Use Development. This is our Village Administrator Keith Freeman. I'll ask Administrator Freeman if he'll come join us to expand a little bit.
More to
We have a
come.
few items. We got a nice comfortable seat for you, sir. Yeah, wherever you would like. Okay, if you don't mind, just kind of elaborate so that the community understands what is being done.
So the Players Park development is a project that will bring a semiconductor light manufacturing company to Dolton. It will also bring some much needed community improvements, baseball fields, football fields, soccer fields. It's right, I believe the project is slated for right off of Dolton Avenue Expressway. Right now, we're just in the discussion phase. So what the company is asking is they're asking for the support of the board to start exploring the options. Now, this is not something that's set in stone. We're at the beginning phases, the infancy phases of this project, but I wanted to put it on the agenda, and I wanted the board to get the proposal so that we can start setting up meetings with the company for the board, board of trustees to discuss it with them, as well as to set up some community meetings, possibly some committee meetings to discuss the overall proposal. I think it's a great idea. I believe the Park District has been working on this for the past
hearing some change. I know that the project has been mentioned for over maybe 5 or 6 years, but we're in the infancy stages. So it's a really good project. I think everyone here probably say that it probably needs some more community engagement projects. Light manufacturing, community engagement, I think it's a win-win for everybody. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I probably can't answer any questions right now, but feel free to reach out to me. I'm really happy to not only answer your questions, but set up some time for you guys to talk to the people that are involved in the process. I will add a little bit more on there as well. The investors are former Dolton residents and grew up in the community of Dolton. We have invited them previously, I would say in December, to come do a presentation along with the individual that did the presentation for 14700 Harvard. There was a schedule clash, but they will be brought to the community for further discussion. At this moment, I believe we're just discussing a letter of intent that's non-binding. But we do want to make sure that the community is aware of other projects that we are working towards fulfillment and more economic development for the community. But I'll yield to see if any board member has questions.
I just would like to know if maybe, I know Keith Freeman said that this is the infancy stage, but would they be able to do a presentation or something?
We can set up a time. I'll set up a time for them to come do a presentation for you guys individually. Maybe we can set up a community meeting for next week.
Thank you.
And I can say I've insisted with them that they do a community meeting before the board takes any formal action. You want me to stay up here? Oh, you keep everything that says. I haven't seen you guys in so long. It's just so weird, you know. I do that. Okay, you guys know, and this was kind of what I talked about at the beginning. I mean, there was a culture of a lot of fighting, so back and forth for so much time that it took a growing period. It really did for all of us. So I'm going to ask if everybody can give Keith Freeman a round of applause. We do thank you for what you're doing. But I'm going to call you Derek Blocker so we can go to item C. I'll take it. Item C is the approval of annual Xerox Business Solution Services equipment. Oh, they're not convenient. Oh, okay, I'll call you Derek later. Discussion and approval of this, the National Comprehensive Employee Benefits Package. So I'm not here to present that. That's just our employment benefits. I believe Bridget Stewart is here. Come on, Bridget, come on. If we can, just so I can take everything. Bridget, if you're okay, I'll go through all the items that Keith has, and then we'll come back to the list if that's all right with you. All right, so I'll come back to Vista for that presentation. Administrator, if you're okay with item C, approval of the Xerox Business Solution Services equipment agreement. Oh, yes, this is just an agreement, an annual agreement for Xerox copiers, scanners, the equipment across the place. This is just the village office, public works, police department, and the fire department. I believe this is for the contract for the existing printers, but it also adds, I believe, a copier for the copier, scanner, printer, all for the clerk's office. That's great. So you're very, very well. Okay. And then looking, I don't recall seeing the duration of this contract. Is it 3 years? Every year is 1 year. Fantastic. Say it again. Paperwork says 3 years. We actually, I had to send me another doctor's sign. So the copy that I have is doctor's sign. I sent you that one. I told them we're going to do a year review. So. Yeah, at this point, if we can, I would like to do only annual renewals while we work our way back to solvency. Absolutely. Any additional questions from the board? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the agreement as entered on the agenda? Motion to accept the agreement.
Second.
Here a motion by trustee Stanbrun and a second by trustee Belcher. We had discussion, so any further discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanbrun.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Motion passed.
Okay, next we have is the discussion and approval of collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Dolton and AFSCME Council 31. Administrator Freeman.
So our Public Works Department the contract for the Public Works Department, the Housing Department, the Water Department. We've agreed to a new 6-year deal with them the first year. It starts at 0%, which means they didn't ask for any retro. The next 5 years are progressive, and I believe the terms are in the contract. But this is the start of us trying to figure out how to take care of all of our workers. The service workers are the backbone of our community, and for a long time before I got here, before trustees got involved, we really struggled with being able to keep up with their contracts. So this is the first time we got ahead, and hopefully this will give us an opportunity to set the standard for the future contracts for ASME, but for the police department, the fire department, and those unions. They work incredibly hard. They're owed every single cent that they get. And this will help us. Mike McGrath and his firm has done a great job of helping us negotiate these contracts. So I appreciate their time and energy and effort that you put behind something. Mike, I appreciate that. And hopefully this is the start of a long period of us being able to stabilize the village of Dolton in a great way. So I'm asking that you approve this contract for the ASME. I believe it was the local 21 right now. Yes. Okay. Is there a motion for the approval of the contract as stated?
I make a motion.
Second.
So, Trustee Belcher is the motion. We're gonna find it out for a second. I think I'll go Trustee Tammy Brown with the second. And any further discussion at this time? Here, none, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanford.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Motion passed.
Okay, the next up, item E. Item E, discussion of collective bargaining agreement between the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police Labor Council. That's also administrative agreement. This is one of those contracts that I want to apologize in advance. We got everyone's contract done, but these wonderful ladies that work in the records division, they work incredibly hard. They work harder than they get a lot of credit for. And this contract, if you don't know, is from 2021 to 2024. It's been that long since they've had a contract. So we are incredibly grateful to them. We're sorry that it took this long to get the contract done, but we finally got a contract done for them. This contract mirrors the contract for the police department's patrol unit and sergeant's division. So their increases will continue to stay at the same rate as those two. Those two units, these ladies work incredibly hard. These people work incredibly hard, and I appreciate that. And I don't get a chance to tell them because I don't like just hopping up with police. But thank you. I'm sure you guys know that at this point. Yeah. But thank you to all of those, every single person that works in that office. And this is the contract that you guys deserve. And hopefully we can do better next time. So I'm asking that you approve the contract for the representative. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the contract as stated? A motion to accept.
Second.
I hear a motion by Trustee Stan Brown, second by Trustee Belcher. Any additional discussion at this time?
I would like to say something. Thank you, Keith, for making it known. The ladies in the records department of the police department, most of them have been there over 5 to 10 years, and they are very deserving of getting their contract and making sure they work hard. They are the backbones of the police department, making sure. So I'm happy that we are able to get this contract moving forward because they work really hard.
Thank you very much. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, clerk Keith, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Motion
All right, next up, item F, approval and settlement agreement between the Village of Dolton, Jessica Burns, and May Burns. Well, I'll defer to Attorney McGrath this one.
If we can, I'll pause this one too. I don't want you to keep standing there all day. So we'll come back. You know, okay, wait, we'll pause to go through, we'll come back to F. The next item G is approval of a business license name from TAC Group LLC to follow business names as listed on the agenda. The administrator agreement.
Yes, so TAC Group is the company that owns St. Patrick's on Lincoln Avenue and City Boulevard. When they applied for the business license here, the business license is under the TAC Group. For insurance purposes, they're asking that we change the names for each individual venue located inside of the building. So I am asking that the Board of Trustees allow for them to change the name on the license that you guys already approved at the previous meeting to the license, the name listed.
Okay, so this was already approved. Any additional risk or exposure that we would have changing the name?
No, I think it actually helps with the coverage. So under the one COI, Tiffany Insurance, there will only be there's only a certain threshold. I believe it's a $5 million threshold. So under this COI, each individual level will have a $5 million threshold with the maximum $30 million for the entire group, which again will help us. God forbid something happen with this, each individual is covered. So we want to make sure that they still have to go through the process, like they're still at the phase. Trustee Brown and I had a conversation today about making sure that they finish all the work, that they get all of their formal inspections right through, that they're everything that they're supposed to do. Right now, this is just sort of formality with the name change. But we will make sure that they do everything that they're supposed to do for their opening and make sure that they cover all their bases. I think it's a good project. I think it's something like that.
Thank you. Is there, so hearing this, is there a motion to approve the business license name change?
A motion.
Hearing a motion, is there a second?
Second.
I heard motion, Trustee Norwood, second was that Trustee Belcher?
Yes.
Okay, any further discussion?
So I just have a question. So because I see so each level, they're still using TAC, but it's doing business as for insurance purposes
So TAC Group LLC will change. So one level is TAC Group LLC doing business as St. Patrick's Veterans Depot. Right. The next one is PTK as opposed to TAC Group. One is PTK LLC. So I tried to list them all individually separately. So some of the names won't be TAC Group, some of them have other names.
Okay. All right. That's
Okay. Any additional questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's, yes, sir.
Excuse me, I'm a little late on this here. Do we have a opening day for St. Patrick's? Time frame?
No, I don't have an opening day as soon as I get it.
Yeah, to my knowledge, at this time, I believe there still is extra steps that they need to do. So I'm unaware of the opening date, but I think there's still additional due diligence that needs to be done.
You guys always know more information.
All right, this is not one of those people, so we gotta hang out with us. All right, well, that's gonna conclude the items for administrative agreement. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wonderful to see you guys.
I'm gonna circle back to item F and ask Attorney McGrath if he can talk about the approval and settlement between the Village of Dolton and Jessica Burns and May Burns.
Yes, this is a case that our office did not handle. It was essentially a case where a vehicle was stopped and two people claimed that they and the vehicle was improperly seized. They filed a federal lawsuit. Hinshaw and Culberson, which is a very good firm downtown, represented the village in the defense of the matter. They went to a settlement conference, and based upon the cost of defending cases like this, there's already been extensive legal costs, and there would be additional legal costs to fight the the case through to trial if it went that far. It was their recommendation, everyone's recommendation, to settle this matter for $57,000 with no additional liability on behalf of the village and or the two officers involved. So we go along with that recommendation and recommend approving the settlement in that amount.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there a motion to approve the settlement as stated by Attorney McGrath?
I'll motion.
Motion, Trustee Norwood. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Trustee Norwood, second by Trustee Tammy Brown. Any further discussion? Hearing none, clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stanton Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher. Aye. Motion passed.
Thank you. I don't want to say last, but definitely not least. We'll go back to item B with Vista National. So I know we have the broker of record. Forgive me for not having the name handy. Miss Bridget. Come on and join the dog family.
Good evening, everyone. So what you have before you should be a financial overview of the insurance renewal proposal for the Village of Dolton. And basically what we're looking at, first off, does everyone have a copy of the financial summary? So basically, this is just to provide a financial overview of what the Village of Dolton will be paying going forward for your medical, dental, and vision lines of coverage. Your insurance proposal or your insurance programs do in fact renew March 1st. So what you have again before you are the details of your medical insurance. So your medical program with Blue Cross and Blue Shield will be increasing almost 12%, 11.9%. All right, you'll see what that annual increase is a little over $200,000 for your medical insurance. It initially though came in at 19.7, but we were able to negotiate that down to 11.9, so a little shy of 12%. Your program with Lincoln Financial, your dental, that did come in with a 3% increase for the upcoming plan year. That equates to a little $3,800 for the year. Okay. Then your vision program with IMED, there was actually no change to what you're currently paying today. That program is currently in a rate lock, meaning that there is actually no increase. The premiums will remain flat. However, your life insurance is actually, we've got to do some work on that. That program was actually terminated and canceled by Blue Cross and Blue Shield due to non-payment of premium. So what we're going to be doing is we actually have some proposals for other carriers that I'll be working with Keith and Janice to get that program reinstated with a different vendor or carrier. Questions? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when was anybody made aware that it had canceled?
Well, the program terminated back in August of 24. So there were, again, folks, there were several communications that were submitted to the administration, your administrators. We just weren't paid. So I don't have exact dates of the communications, but there were several communications that were sent to the Village of Dolton about that. And as a result of, the policy being terminated, Blue Cross and Blue Shield will no longer reinstate it. So we'll have to find a new vendor. And we've got some proposals that we can take a look at. So I'll be working with Janice, like I said, and Keith to ensure that we get that reinstated or active again ASAP.
Exactly what you're saying, Trustee Belcher.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say, I think of course we would have more dialogue on that. That's frustrating. I think I would ask that additional correspondence in particular, as things come behind it, we can also have a board member copy on there so we can cover one another. But I'm looking forward to future conversation.
Absolutely.
Any other comments from other board members? Okay.
More questions?
Yeah, so it renews, you said it renews March 1st, so is this like every year that it renews?
Yes, but for the vision insurance right now, that was actually in a 4-year rate guarantee. So it's still obviously in a rate guarantee, and I believe your coverage that you have with Blue Cross, the life insurance, for example, on occasion, we may be able to secure a 2-year rate lock, but this year it is an annual renewal.
Okay, and when these are sent over, is it just a quote that's sent over and somebody looks at it and say, okay, or is there any like, okay, we can move this, negotiate with it, I guess?
Absolutely, yeah. So typically, whenever a group is up for renewal, like I said, your programs renew March 1st. We typically are maybe 75 to 90 days out. We start that marketing process. And we go out to all the different vendors, the different carriers, to try to see what is the best option for the Village of Dolton. The medical program, Blue Cross is obviously a Cadillac carrier, so we really didn't have much competition there. And if you renew the medical, for example, those plans will remain as they are, no changes to the benefits. But the life insurance, again, we did shop that, and we do have some competitive carriers that would actually be a lot lower than what you were paying. But the difficulty is, we unfortunately can't pay the Village of Dolton's bills. So when, invoices, our job is to just advise and convey the message that, hey, Blue Cross is saying you guys need to submit payment. And if that doesn't happen, they will, submit another request for payment. And that goes directly to the Village of Dolton. And our job is to just convey the message again that, hey, you guys got to get this done. If you don't, then X, Y, and Z will take place. And that's unfortunately what happened.
And your point of contact is?
Janice Johnson.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Personally, I don't know that it's going to be the format for my questions. But I will say I do want to have further discussion.
Absolutely.
Hearing the presentation that's given, I would ask, is there a motion to approve the Vista National proposal as presented? Do we have a motion to approve the presentation for the?
I make a motion.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Hearing a motion and second, any further discussion? Okay, clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, having completed that, items H and I, the mayor is not present to present, so we will surpass that. And I will ask if we have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second? Motion is second. Clerk Keith, please call Clerk Keith, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 7:48 p.m.
Clean house, baby.
Well, folks, what are your thoughts? That is the way a meeting is supposed to be conducted, professionally, Tiff and her goons, her hooligans were not there. And so notice the difference night and day. U.S. Army retired. How are you? Lanita, how are you, love? I'm just arriving home. Got to watch the beginning. Okay, Lanita, that's fine. Those of you who just coming in, hit the like button and good. Yes, neighbor, very good and productive. So we were waiting for round 2, but she didn't show up. Her goons didn't show up, which after the way things went, even prior to the brawl, I did not expect her to show her face. She was totally humiliated, and a narcissist cannot deal with that. Mordecai, my thoughts are it's great to see a meeting go without any issues, and there was transparency. Yes. All right. Yeah, and I think that let's see what they're talking about. Yeah, so they're just talking, and I just wanted to share that with you. A nice professional meeting. Who knew, right? When she's not there, and I forgot someone said it earlier, the vibe was totally different with this meeting, and it's more lighthearted. Someone said that, and I agree. And God bless Jedediah. He got up and apologized for using the profanity because children were there, and older people were there. Desmond Daly, where's my $20? I knew she wasn't coming. Desmond, I knew she wasn't coming too. Woo! 22 days until the mayor election in Dolton. Tiff's days are numbered. Yes, U.S. Army. She's probably somewhere licking her wounds. Those that don't know, she went on, told all these lies of how they had a knife. I mean, all kinds of crap. Mordecai, can you maybe tell me what or how this vote is going to happen? The lady who said she was running, she was up earlier. I forgot her name. I'm hoping that they can get enough people. Now we know that Tiffany, the people that she gave all the gimmies to, bought the food for it, and all the other stuff, they may still vote the wrong way. But I'm hoping that enough of the right people, and like I said, I think with everything they've gone through, I don't think they're going to make the same mistake. I don't. George, I truly enjoyed this group, and Miss Rowe. George, we enjoyed having you, love. Make sure you come back. Now, tomorrow is Tuesday. I don't know if I'll go live tomorrow. It just depends on what's going on. If I don't, I'll go live Wednesday or Thursday. Glad to hear that. I feel like I didn't get my money's worth. Peter! Yeah, Peter. That's because you got to see a professional meeting instead of a bunch of hood rats acting ghetto. How you doing, the Arena Uncensored? How are you? I heard you were just live. Yeah, Arena, we're finishing up, love. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Thomas, good night, everyone. This was the last board meeting before the election, so she's done, and they will be back to normal as far as Keith is concerned. Maybe he has changed for the better. I hope so, Thomas. God knows those people have gone through enough. I've enjoyed all of you, and I'm going to let you go. So, George, make sure you come back. I'll be live in another day or two. If you subscribed, make sure it is on all notifications, okay? That way you don't miss anything. Like I said, I'll be retired. Not retired. I'll be on in the next couple of days. Just depends on what's going on. Yes, Zelly. Okay. All of you, you know where I'm going now. I'm going to the comment section. I'll talk to you as long as you are there. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. I'm coming to talk to you in the live stream comment section right now.